Another statue, and anime is not on the list today. Behold. There. So this is the this is the Ghost Rider premium format by Sideshow. Let's move this box around a little bit. I like this logo. This reminds me of the old, well, I'm sure Marvel approved it, but that's the old title logo from the issues. Very cool. So there he is, Ghost Rider. A lot of reviewers have done the whole light up and everything else. I'm not gonna light this thing up. I purposely made myself be the last one to get one of these. So you got the awesome, true reviewers to show you the good stuff. I'm just unboxing it, putting it in the gallery somewhere, but I still want to show it to you and give you a quick little opinion of what I think it is. So if it's good, if it's bad, whatever, what's made out of plastic, what's metal, what's not, I'll let you know. But if you really want to see an in-depth review, you got Gem Mint, you got Vivid Collectibles, you got Fatal, there's so many other ones that, the Cash, you got so many YouTubers that can give you an in-depth review. So enough talking, let me open this up for you. Put them probably up here somewhere. Okay, the Ghost Rider's out of the box. It is an incredibly beautiful piece, and yes, I know there's nothing there yet because there's a lot of explaining here, and there's a lot of things that I want people to know before they buy this thing. Okay, number one, this statue, it's a hit. Okay, it's a beautiful piece. However, if you're a beginner, if this is going to be your first statue in the game, I want you to understand this is not a beginner statue. There are a lot of little parts, very fragile spikes, connectors, fragile plastics, resin pieces, polystone pieces that can snap on you. And if you're pulling wrong, pushing right, I mean, whatever you get, all you gotta do is put pressure on certain points, it'll break. So, one, it is very fragile. This is a piece here too. You just snap. If I flick this, it would snap. But us being statue guys, and if you want to be first in the hobby and you want to be, hey, I'm getting my first statue in the hobby and stuff, I'm not telling you not to get it. I'm just telling you to be very, very cautious, okay? So here he is. He's pretty big. He's a premium format piece. I'm putting him right next to a quarter scale Elvis right there. This is not his final destination. And I completely lied in the video. If you're still watching, I am going to light him up. And that's one of my observations as well too. But let's start with number one, fragility. Is that a word? This thing is fragile, okay? Two, it's not a beginner statue, okay? It is not a beginner statue. Can you buy it? Yeah. There's a lot of guides and people that would help you into the hobby, okay? That's why this hobby is so cool. There's a lot of people, okay? Including ourselves. Let's get into some details here. Of course, there's different kinds of colored polystone pieces, resin, reds, blues, pinks, whatever. Anything you could possibly imagine. All these reds are in here, and it's in there for a reason, okay? And I'll explain. So, yep, the rocks, there's magnets. The magnets have color coordinated places. Now, if there wasn't a video by Sideshow, number one, let's give some kudos for Sideshow here for making an assembly video. This wheel alone, I was like, it's very complicated because you're putting this wheel in and it's pegged right here. With these two, you got to get the right angle, right side of the wheel. You got to be careful that this polystone piece that's attached, all this whole rock here, it's not banging against something. You got to be careful that this little pedal is not on there yet, or this little piece is not on there yet, because while you're moving this around and you're a beginner or something, you might bang it too hard, boom, snaps, that's it. And you're gonna be like, dang it, okay? So that's kudos to Sideshow for making this assembly video. It's very nice. Pieces like this, pieces like that, connectors. Now when I say connectors, is this whole thing will light up. The colors of orange and yellow and everything else, I think it's very beautiful. Here's a question to ask a beginner. Do you think this Ghost Rider piece is fantastic the way it is? Pretend it doesn't light up. Is it a beautiful piece? Is it the right material you want? That's another question, okay? Look at these yellows, look at these. It's It's an art form here, okay? Now PCS over here, let's walk over here. PCS did a Ghost Rider 1/6 scale, which now, it wasn't a light up, but what they did is, sorry for the walk guys, but what they did was they made it a clear resin. See how it looks right there? And you don't even need a light up. Different material, very clear. Reds and oranges, and it looks really good. See? Right there. Different version of Ghost Rider. Of course, there's a million of them. And I'm not trying to compare these two, okay? They're completely different statues, different scales. But it's the material. And I'm not critiquing right now. I'm going to send out questions to new beginners. Do you want something with that material or the one over there? Because the one over there, it was created in a way that it has to light up. That's why I changed my mind that this piece, I think, needs to be lit up. And then you ask yourself as a collector, is this a glorified lamp? Or is it a piece of art that it was made to be lit up? And that's why it's an AC adapter, which fantastic as well. Batteries suck. And I don't think any statue companies make batteries anymore. Here's some more details to it. Engine, bike coming out of the asphalt. Gorgeous. So those are a couple of questions I was asking myself, like, well, is this painted the way you want it to be painted without being like, so the chain alone, if you see it in person, I like this, okay? Let's go back to that. I love this piece. It's beautiful. I don't have to have it lit up. However, I did light it up and it was even more incredible. So, being designed the way it's designed, can a collector enjoy, how do they call it? Velveeta cheese color? Yeah. Can you enjoy that? Can you visually enjoy this without it having light up or anything? Okay, so that's one of the questions. Now, back to being a new beginner, statue guy. These spikes here, holy, another great engineering feat by Sideshow. Not a single one of these came damaged, and they are not plastic. They're pieces of resin or whatever it is, whatever plastic material it is, but it's not plasticky, it's not rubbery. It feels like spikes. It's spiky, easy to eat. I mean, if you grab this, because this is another piece, if you grab this piece and you put it on, you're just putting a little bit of pressure here, you'll snap one. All it takes is one, and you're like, dang it, there is a second portrait in here. I didn't take it out. I kind of like this one. I want this one. The other one has like that transformation one. Half of, I guess, who would this be? Johnny Blade. I don't know. Whatever Ghost Rider this is. Half of him, half the skull. So I like this one a little better, but that's my opinion, of course. I'm gonna light this sucker up. Let's see what you guys think. I think the light up is pretty incredible. I think they started making some incredible light ups from their last Darth Vader premium format. That lightsaber was the best light up I've ever seen in a statue, and this one's pretty incredible. So again, a little quick detail here. Oranges, the bike wheel, I guess it's called a shaft, I don't know. I love how the fact that they have, it's like almost burning metal parts, and parts are not metal. And then you see that pedal is fine, it's kind of on fire. The other one here is black. It's beautiful. It's really, really gorgeous piece. Putting that piece in right now, again, that is not a beginner piece. I mean, you're attaching wrist, hand, and then hand connects the entire chain to that, and that's where your peg in comes in. And that peg is not a normal peg. It's a I forgot what they're called. I don't know. Connector, maybe. That goes into the back. Well, all electronics. It goes into this thing. Here's a portrait. Here's the paint job without the lights. Look at his coat. Looks all burned up. Beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful piece. So let's light it up again, okay, and see. Okay, I lit it up. Now you're talking fire. This looks like fire. And in my camera, I left all the lights on purpose. The light's on, it's daylight. I want to see what it looks like. First with that, I'll turn off all the lights and do it again for you. But this light is going through all the resin. Certain areas brighter than other ones because that's fire. That's exactly, you stare at a campfire and this is exactly what it looks like. Dang, this looks good. Look at this. But of course the chain's just bright, 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 bright. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now this is why they did it in this material. I don't think the clear would look good. The darks, the silhouettes of the engine, you know, all that stuff is fantastic. This is a highly engineered, advanced statue. And then here's the portrait where the light goes through a fire. All right, let's turn it off. Okay, lights off. Look at this thing. The light's on. The headlight's on. And I love the fact that they made the headlight cracked and it's dim. Dimmer than the fire around you. Look at that chain. Man, it is incredible the way they did this. And I think it had to be done. It had to be done. Because the other way around, it looks fantastic, but does it give you the effect you want? In my opinion, I like it with or without the lights, but now you've spoiled me. It's like, I'm not going back to dial-up now that you just gave me high-speed internet. It's just, that's it. Now I'm screwed and I have to have this on. And I don't have, if you look around here, there's not a single statue in here that's lit up. Not a single thing. I don't care. But this one has to be done. Why? Well, I hate you, Sideshow. Well, anyways, this is it's an unboxing again. It's not exactly a review. Again, very fragile. If anybody's watching this video, any advice, I'd say, hey, just keep those points in mind. You know, I'm not telling you yes, no, get it. That is not what this hobby's about. It's about whatever you love. Go for it. But there are experts out there. There's an entire positive network of YouTubers. There's us. There's companies that will help you, not just trick you or any of that stuff. So there's of course there's negativity everywhere, but most of this hobby is pretty awesome. Let's go a little bit over the boots. Gas tank, I guess. Wow. Woo. And there he is, on fire. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a great week. And I'll see you near Comic-Con. I will be there with PCS. PCS and I are going to tag team it, and we're just going to give you all the information and love we can possibly give you. All right, guys. See ya.